We like, well, it was hard in high school and I don't think I can make it in college. Okay, maybe you needed a different motivation. Garbage dumpster life should be your motivation.
But
Having a cup outside
but the
and
garbage
walking down the streets
the
with your
garbage
cup.
man make what 70,000.
But see, you got to have a CDL. Yeah, yeah, you got to be able to know how to drive that truck,
Oh,
and you gotta be ready for the smells and the dogs and the bees and all the things that come with all that.
the
Now,
bees.
now, personally,
Sorry.
I recommend people go ahead and get into that field because that's where you start. You start at 60 here in Chicago. 60 is good for a single man. 60 is okay if you got like a small family. But once your family expands past 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids,
One
you
kid.
gotta expand how much you make.
One kid, because when Josiah came, it was just like
Yeah,
the
we was
milk alone took a portion of our budget.
yeah,
Except that
his little stupid
infamous
diapers.
in the diapers, that was a part that was a large chunk of our budget. And then kids don't stay the same size every month. They grow, babies grow every month. So we had to be prepared to buy
Oh,
new clothes well, not with Josiah. That was more with Maya. Josiah, we were taken care of. Remember how the baby shower, they had clothes 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, 12 months. We didn't have to buy clothes with Josiah till he was about 3.
yeah. And let me
God
say
was
this.
good to us.
Some of y'all like, well, I don't have the money to go to school. That's what most governments have the money to go to school. You just have to apply. You actually have to try. That's it. Once you try and you apply, and then you apply for all these different grants, all these different things that's out there, scholarships, you have tons of money. There's tons of money going to school almost for free.
Like right now, I
Come
have
on, y'all.
on this thing called niche.com. I tell her every day is whenever, because I get the notification too, and Josiah too. When the notification pop up and it's in their field of interest, write that essay and turn that essay in so they can get some money.
Yeah.
Why start with student loans? That should be the backup.
That's the backup. So at the end of the day, they're going to give you a student loan. Like they'll give you a student loan before they give you a house loan. Before they give you a car loan, they're gonna give you a student loan. Come on, y'all. I want y'all to think about that. This is for America. Think about that. And so many people are just like, you're overthinking it or you're underthinking it.
Come on.
Consider if you can start off at $120,000, why wouldn't you? Most of you are going to spend 5 years making less. Do the math. Let's say you made $60,000 for 5 years. How much is that? Oh God, here we are.
60,000 for
60
5
for
years.
six times five is 30.
300,000.
Add a zero. $300,000 in 5 years.
I thought you were
Now,
asking him. I knew.
now,
At least I can do that.
now,
uh-uh.
you come out and you making 120. You done beat them in less than 2 years. Coming out. The next 2 years, they so far behind you, it don't make no sense. Next 10 years, what's 10 times 125? Y'all feel what I'm talking about? And imagine you choose not to have 14 kids. Just imagine you choose to just have a cat or a dog.
They cost too. I don't want
They cost, but they don't cost like, you know what I'm saying?
like if I gotta pay for something
Imagine how
extra.
much money you're putting inside of your account. See, this is what we call normal. And I know that your churches don't talk about what normal is, but normal is having that $20,000 in your bank account. That's baseline normal.
I got a
It's
question. How many of you all put that $5,000 away I asked you to put away? Put a one in the comment section. Because ain't nobody got time for playing these little reindeer games, okay, with this here government and this regime. Y'all,
So look, it's time.
it's time.
And I saw that. I see you. She like, man, I don't even make that. It's time though. It's
You
time.
don't gotta make
So
five
so
thousand
so
dollars to put away 5,000. Putting
uh,
away 5,000. What did you get from your tax refund? Let's start there.
yeah, most of y'all got several thousands of dollars, 2, 3, 4,000. Some of y'all got $500. You know, but see Thornton,
Thornton got
Thornton is normal, and see that's the whole thing. We're looking through lenses that are so fogged up, and you'll have a poverty mindset when your lenses are dirty. Today, I'm gonna help you cleanse your lenses. We gonna hit you with the water hose, and now the glasses are gonna come on. Because I need everyone to start focusing 2020 vision. I need you to be able to see clearly.
Because the truth is, you get $500 10 times. That's $5,000.
You
Put it up. That's $250 per paycheck. Come on, then, y'all. But see, y'all want to live for the immediate moment. That's why you don't have no money in your bank account.
Exactly. You could put away $20. If y'all put away $20 each week, come on, y'all, think about that. $20 a week will change your game in 1 year.
Because when we're dealing in this area, we got to deal in truth. The truth is what's gonna make you free. If you can't afford to have immediate gratification if you ain't got money put up.
For real. And this is called being normal. I want everyone to start getting a Christian normal. Because I'm tired of hearing, well, they believe in Christ, but they all broke. I don't want to ever hear that again. We should be the richest people in the world. We should be some of the smartest people in the world. The world should be looking to the Christians, not only for our faith, but because our faith has produced something. Somebody say, I want to be on the production team. I want to be on the execution team. I want to be on the team that's doing and making big moves. I want to be on the mover and shaker team. I want someone to put that in the comment section and say amen to that. Because we're always talking about all the glory and the dancers and the singers, but we're not talking about the stuff that makes it so that they can come into the house of the Lord. The house of the Lord costs money. The water inside of the building costs money. The gas costs money. The electrical costs money. But we're all wanting to be broke. Wild business. How will we have a temple? How can we build a temple? And I'm talking about real mega temples. Like I sit up and I think somebody had the vision to build the Sears Tower. And now, however many years ago it happened, we still look up and it's the tallest building in the skyline. So why aren't us Christians building things that are so memorable?
But I also want to say this, outside of building the temple, you need to build your life. How about that? Build your life.
Build your life.
Because the truth is, it's gonna come to a point, and I told y'all this on November 3rd, that if Donald Trump gets in, it's gonna be the haves and the have-nots. The have-nots is gonna be a dangerous space to be in. We're trading on dangerous times because y'all put him in. Somebody put him in there.
Oh yeah,
I didn't put him in there.
There's a bunch of people. We put them in there now. We did this. Now we praying for them. Mm. Mm,
and I see him, something in me gets kindled. So I ain't there yet. But
now listen.
Y'all look into them demonic blue eyes, and I be like, come here, spirit. But I'm saying this because I'm concerned about my apostolic sons and daughters. What is your life going to look like in 3 to 6 months? They're saying by the summer, we're going to be in a worldwide recession. I don't want y'all suffering. Because I'm telling y'all, I'm not going to. I done made some decisions. I done put some money away. I didn't invest in some money. I done got my insurance. I got everything in order because I knew this day was coming.
Come on, foresight. So here's the deal. Your mind is an incredible weapon. Whatever you think and believe in your heart, you could actually have it. Your mind is incredible. If you want it, there are people making $1 million each month. I want y'all to think. Think about this.
Look.
There are people that's making 500,000, 200,000 a month. 1 month. Whatever your mind and your heart believes, you can have it. So if you believe you can't make that much money, or you believe that you shouldn't have that much money, then you probably shouldn't. If then you won't. It's not there for you. But God is having me speak to you to open up the door, and all you have to do is walk through it. All you have to do, this is a door of vision and opportunity. This is the biggest time of money influctuations. And you could either be on the influx or you could be on the
have and the have nots. And I also told y'all to put food away, didn't I? Put a 1 in the comment section if y'all remember that.
Come on.
I'm deliberately on y'all today because I know what's coming. We are headed towards May.
Yeah. And look, you gotta have some food ready. What's on my mind is a generator. That's what's on my mind. Generator.
I thought about one I saw on TikTok shop.
Okay. Y'all, you immediately saw my face.
Because the other ones is like $35,000, $4,000.
There's a reason for that. You want to power a toaster or a house?
They're saying they power houses. Yeah, Mom say, remember, I said, and you need a gun too. Because when people get desperate, they do crime.
The word. So listen.
So I want y'all prepped.
Look, we need to start the new norm. The new norm is that we're supposed to be prosperous. We're supposed to be wealthy. We're supposed to do good. We're supposed to do well in life. That's our new norm. So many of you all are starting over. Start over and start right. New mindset now. All right, what do I want to make a month? When I was younger, I'm talking 16, 17 years old, I said to myself, I want to make $20,000 a month. That's what I said. That was my goal when I was that age. Now, I had to go through and learn a lot of different things, only to learn that if you have proper skills, proper connections, you can make as much money as you want. I had to get past $20,000 a month because that's what I did. I broke that and I was like, okay, I made it. I did it. And I did it consistently. Oh man, that's dope. All right, I made it, but it took me so many years to get there. I mean, I was in my 30s and I was just like, man, if I could have did this in my 20s. And so when I got to the top of the mountain, I realized, you know, it's kind of stupid to do it by myself. I want to get some young people. I want to get some people that want that for their lives. And then I said, you know what? I got a really good church. If I speak to the people of God, maybe they might want it for their lives too. And so I always throw out these tips, these ideas, these open doors, these keys to all the locked doors that you have. And all I want you to do is open up the door. I want you to just believe a little bit, because it only takes a little bit of belief for you to do something massive. It don't take a whole lot of belief. It don't take, oh my God, I have to. No, it just takes a little bit of belief. Just knowing that God is able and you are able, because greater is he that's on the inside of you than he that's inside of the world. Knowing that you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. Some of you all, you like, man, I've been needing that $5,000 to get. You could put that $5,000 away this month. This month you could put that away. It's all about what you believe. It's all about what you believe. It's all about what you see and what you believe. If you believe it, then you can go figure it out, because your mind is incredible. You can figure out anything. How many y'all done seen some people figure out how to tear people down? You done seen people figure out how to destroy buildings. You done seen people figure out how to destroy relationships. It's amazing how quickly your mind can make you do the most evil things and still keep you in poverty.
And this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. So I saw in the comment section, Iris said I'm going to register for my high school diploma. Congratulations.
Come on, let's go.
Do that.
Let's go.
Finish it. Get that G done. Finish it.
Come on, we got a couple young ladies that are following us that are amazing women of God.
Get it done.
But now it's your time to get your high school diploma now.
Don't
get it now. If you don't got your high school diploma, we gonna celebrate you all the way to it. And then when you get it, we putting it on the mantle because it's ours now. We your parents.
That's what I told Josiah. I said, we have our high school diplomas on the mantle. I told him, I said, well, you gonna bring me yours. It's going on the mantle.
It's going on the mantle. I own it.
Because we showed forced that one through. That child there.
almost got curb stomped.
All things.
Almost lost his teeth.
That's my diploma.
Almost lost his teeth.
I told my mother, I said, when it comes time, they say, Josiah Lovelace Anthony, I'm bringing a boombox and shot me. I'm about to cut a jig.
That's hilarious. So listen. It's all about your belief. God told me this morning to tell the people of God that it's time to believe again. It's time to believe harder than you've ever believed. It's time to push into faith. It's time to move like you've never moved before. Many of you all have been stuck where you've been stuck because your belief system has been stuck. Your belief system has been inside of the mud, inside of a black hole. But the Lord wants you to know that he's pulling you out of the black hole. It is now your time. It is your time. It is your time. It is your time. Listen to the prophet. Listen to the apostle as I speak this new word into your life. It is your time. It is your time. It is your time. It is not your time to stay where you were. You can't keep doing the same thing and get a different result. You're going to get the same result. Do something different. Believe it's your time and then do a different job. Do a different career. Add to your career. You already got a career. Now do an extra business. Do an extra this. Do an extra that. Do something. But it's your time. I'm here to let you know it's your time. You got to believe like you got to believe like you know that heaven is going to back you as soon as you make this decision. Because I'm telling you right now, as soon as you make a decision, God is going to back you. So if you make a decision like I want to be poor, God is going to back you. If you make a decision that say, hey, I want bad relationships, God is going to back you. If you make a decision saying I want a man to beat me up, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to say I want a woman to beat me up, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to say, hey, I want this woman to go ahead and take my man virginity, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to go make $1 million, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to actually do the work in the will of the Lord, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to build the house of the Lord, God is going to back you. If you make a decision to make $40,000 a month, God is going to back you. I need some people to start putting the vision down. Write the vision inside my comments and make it plain. For the angels of the Lord are about to take your vision and begin to bring it to people that want to help you work.
Won't say hurt you. She said, oh no.
I need to catch somebody because some of y'all need some of
that in there.
You know, I gotta slide through. I gotta slide some things in there because you know what I'm saying. We got to deal with the sexuality inside the group. We got to deal with the sexuality in the group. The group sexuality is off, so we got to bring correction to the group satisfaction right now. So listen, this is like Sprite. We quenching thirst over here. We got water that never run dry over here. Like I'm your LeBron right now. I'm your Michael Jordan right now. I'm going to lead you to victory. All you got to do is be a Steve Kerr.
Yeah. Now, see, y'all don't know. How many of y'all know who Steve Kerr is? Put a one in the comment section. There would be no Michael Jordan without a Steve Kerr or what was that guy's name? Tony Kukoc.
Oh, goodness.
Tony Kukoc was my bro, okay? He could be at the other end of the whole court. If he shoot, it's a 3 every time.
It's going to work it out. Listen, I'm going to lead you to victory. I'm going to take you right on in. And yes, I do want to talk to the men, and I'm going to talk to the men and the women of God. You're going to be like flies on the wall. You're going to be listening and gaining all this wisdom and truth. All right. However, for the whole church, the whole group, it is now time for us to believe. It's our blow up time. This is our time. All the other churches, I don't really care what they do. All the other businesses, I don't care what they do. It's not their time. As it resolves to be, it's not their time. It's my time. Some of you all need to begin. Did they mean Steph Curry? Yes, we do.
I didn't. I said no.
Yes, we do.
Steph, a little bit above your age grade.
Look, I'll take Steph. Steph is in my top 7. Steph is in my top 7. All right. Now look, if he's not in y'all top 7, you need to rethink what you're doing. All right.
I don't even pay attention to the new basketball folk. You know who I look at? Them old guys. Tony Kukoc.
Oh God.
Kerr.
Look.
Michael Jordan.
Had to educate him real quick. Thank you. And look, we got to continue to educate people on the ways to go, because sometimes we fall into the trap and we believe that certain people are better than who they are, and they're not. I get it. I know that you want to believe it, but you can't believe it. I heard somebody say Michael Jackson wasn't the greatest of all time. I almost wanted to choke and slap. Like, what was wrong with you? Bruh, he has the leading, still 40 years something later, the leading album, the leading song to ever been done, like ever in life. You out of your mind. So here we are. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. And that's something. What you say? You like Prince?
I said I do like Prince, but I'm a Wayniac too. So it depends on how you want to say greatest of all time. Because I feel like he's the greatest trapper of all time. He's the apostle of trap.
No, there is a young Caucasian brother named Eminem that has more sales than everyone. So let's just do it by the numbers.
You got a leg up.
He's still winning. And we don't really want to see that versus.
I do.
You don't want to see that versus.
I do.
Y'all see how cold we are?
We do. I be looking like
everybody will be in the Wayne and M's verse. We all
bring it, man.
All right,
fail me now, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, I don't.
Wayne Michael.
I don't think that he's gonna be able to get past my name is. Like right off the top, my name is just going. I don't know how he's even gonna fight that. I mean, now it'd be anyway. He
took it. He was like, "Oh, it didn't. Song didn't even get released. It was Tina Turner." And he said at the end, some make this man Eminem for short. Everybody told that dog on studio.
All right. Here we are. Let's get it. Y'all ready to get at it? Let's get it. Let's talk about men. Now, the prophets already started, and I do think that it's encouraging to kind of get inside of that. I think we ended last week on thinking like a man. Okay, so so the prophets spoke according to Genesis about how God set the man inside of the Garden of Eden and how he was to tend the Garden of Eden. And I guess I could just start there by saying all men, when you're thinking like a man, you tend your own garden. All right, let's just go ahead and put a crown on the men right now. Like, if you don't have your own garden, you don't have a crown. Let's go. Let's get there. Let's get there. Men, catch me up. Catch up. Track, follow me. In order for you to be a man, you have to have your own garden.
Well, that makes sense.
You can't be the man. Okay. I lived with my mom for a bunch of years, but I couldn't be the man in my mama's house.
Shiitake complex mushrooms.
I can't be the man in my mom's house. My mom will always be more man than me.
I can't. Don't ever say that again.
But I gotta put it out there so everyone can catch it, because here's what's up. You'll mess around and sleep on your mom's couch and lose your huevos and lose your testicular fortitude. You'll smoke so much weed that you won't succeed. It's called failure to launch, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a thrive.
And look, no, my mom is all woman. I'm just saying, like when you live under your mom's roof, or even, and look, even your father's roof, he's gonna always be the big man, and now you're a baby man. You're a little bro. Now, according to the gangs, according to Chicago society, in some places you could check in and you'll be safe. But Chicago don't have that. Ain't no place you can check in and be safe. This is a man's world in Chicago. So when you come here, ain't no little bros. We treating everybody like grown men. And you can either get shot like a grown man or you can walk like a grown man. That's it. There are no little bros here.
Well,
either you selling like a grown man or you not. Either you winning like a man or you not. Men only respect men here. Now, in some other parts of the world, when the men is walking around with a little sachet and their voices are real high, guess what? They might be respected over there. But over here, where men walk with other men, it ain't respected. Nobody is walking around with a little, look, if you're a man and you wearing a skirt, you're not really a man right now. If you're a man and your pants is as tight as the women's pants, you're not really a man right now. If you wearing earrings that look like women's earrings, you're not really a man right now. And look, women, I want you to hear me, because if you get attracted to a man that looks like a woman, you got a problem.
Define that.
Okay. There are men out here that are, you got nose rings, you got door knockers as men. Men, you got nipple piercings. You walk around with a man purse. Your pants is like you wearing pink and silver pants, and they're tighter than leather pants. And you're doing it consistent. Now, now men can drop a pink or a yellow colored, whatever, once a year, maybe twice a year. We could do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you consistently wearing flowers and wearing floral colognes, yeah, I'm willing to bet that something's happening behind you.
First of all,
I'm willing to bet that your soul is gone and someone snatched it up when they first entered you. I'm willing to bet that there's a whole lot falling. And look, here's the deal. When your manhood is snatched out, you don't necessarily return as a man. You return as a eunuch until someone re-blesses you to become a man. And you can't be, and here's the issue. It's kind of like when a woman loses her virginity. When a woman or a man loses his virginity, it's hard for him to get that back. How many of y'all done seen someone get like we can claim re-virginized, but how many of y'all done seen it happen? Where the hymen is back? No. Once the hymen is gone, it's gone. There's certain things in this world where once it's done, it's done. This is the man's life. This is how men live. This is how men rule. We don't rule soft, because softness gets you lit up from behind. And if you don't want your manhood snatched from you, then you'll be a man. You won't drop the soap. You won't put yourself in a position to drop the soap. I know this is real hard talk from a real hard man, from a real normal guy, but I'm a normal guy.
It's kanky.
But see, we got to deal with the sexual limits of the women and the sexual limits of the men. So when a woman sees a man girl and she permits that, and she says, well, he's just a little soft, I'm just going to go out with him and see about it. What you're doing is you're saying, I want my sons to look like women.
Oh no, baby! I want my son to be a man.
Yeah, you do. But when you date a man that looks like a woman, because we're talking about this toxic masculinity, and now everyone's so toxic because they're so masculine. And no, when you cut the masculinity and turn it into femininity, it is what it is. Or when you become effeminate, it is what it is. And an effeminate nature is right next to gayness for men. There's not a regular man that's going to tell you, oh, now they are different, but they are blood brothers and blood cousins. They are right next to one another. It's so hard for someone like, look, and I hate to say this, but I've seen some men look so good as women. Like I know some of y'all can vouch for this.
And
y'all don't see.
You look at them like,
and you're confused. You're absolutely like,
who are you?
What are you? and
then you see big hands. It's like this time, like.
And then they talk like they be like, "Hey, shut up, dog.
I got you."
And and you see, and they got all they look like Apostle Dr. C, but they be like, "Yeah, shut up, dog. I don't got time for this." Like when a woman talks to you in their real voice,
trans woman.
And see, I don't want to use the terminology trans because I don't even really want to talk about that.
It's politically correct.
Well, but there's I want to separate that for a moment.
Okay.
I don't even want to go into that because that's a different ball of work that needs to be unraveled. I don't believe that. Well, that's a different work. I want to talk about the men that are edging into femininity, but want to stay men. You're edging. Your booty is out. That's what we used to say about the women when their slip was showing. Now I tell me your butt is out. You're showing your booty. Your butthole is out, son. What's going on? Oh, are you advertising today? Is this when you walk with a sachet? When you twinkle your little hips, because that's how you were taught to walk. When your hand breaks. And your wrist is doing all of this because you think that's normal because no woman checked you. Let me talk to this.
Women think it's funny,
and women should
think it's cute,
and it's not cute. Just like I saw on YouTube a little boy. He had to be 8 years old, swinging around, and he was working that pole.
What are you making?
He was working that pole. I had never seen a young man work it. I ain't even seen women work it like that. That young man was like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And then he got off and he had his feet look like this. He looked like a whole ballerina. Now, is it natural for men to look like ballerinas?
Oh my God. No.
Is it not like we gotta deal with this stuff and be real about this stuff because we get into the Bible and the Bible says that the effeminate is going to go to hell, but no one wants to preach that. No one wants to say, hey man, you gay, you probably gonna go. Hey man, you doing this stuff, you not looking like a man. We want to say we're delivered, but we still want to crack our wrists. I am delivered. We want to do that
church men. This is to some of the church men because once this hits YouTube, folk gonna be offended. Yeah, your preacher look gay.
Yeah, your preacher is gay, and he's and the reason why he's doing that is because he wants to attract the women and he wants to attract gay men. But when your preacher is manly, he wants to attract real men. But he wants to attract the gay men because he believes that community is going to empower him.
That community is going to pay their tithes and offering. Let me be honest. That community actually puts skin in the game, whereas straight men, you have to fight them to pay their tithes.
You gotta fight them to build something.
Because gay men actually be in church and they'll shout more than the straight men sitting down looking around. Because straight men want to get out of serving God because his pride is too much.
And I'm gonna say this: if you're a straight man and you looking around, you're gay. If you're a straight man and you go to church and you looking around with your little eyeballs and all that stuff, you're gay. All right? Stop being gay in the church. Cut it out. Worship God. That's why you went there. Why are you so stupid? Don't be stupid.
Private.
Go to church and worship God. Don't be gay out here. And here's the issue. The women are coming to church only to find more gayer men. It shouldn't be the case. Why do the women that's in church got to go to the club to find a straight man that'll give them something? That it, like when they see that man look at them, they feel the intensity. They shouldn't feel like you their best friend when they look at you, they best husband. No, they shouldn't be putting you in the friend zone. They should be putting you in the, oh my God, he might take me zone. Oh my God, I feel something. That man, that's a man right there. Because see, when we deal with sexuality, there has to be an aggressive nature connected to your sexuality. Men, women that try to take away the aggressive nature only are ensuring satanic devices through the world.
Five bar, because when we came downstairs, he hadn't seen me since I came down here to get dressed up. So he saw me with straight backs and a robe on and my oils and my perfume on. So he didn't see me dressed up. When I was turned around, putting my hat, fitting my hat and stuff and putting on my watch, he came downstairs, immediately this aggressive energy, like he turned around and it was aggressive. So my hand did like this right.
She did this. She tried to stop. And I was only I was 5 feet away from her. But she did this to try to stop. She tried to stop the aggressive energy that was there.
I felt like I was gonna get taken and eaten in the doggone park. I'm like, bro, we got church. We're supposed to be worshiping Jesus. Focus on the Lord.
Yeah. But that's how a woman's supposed to feel. That's if you don't impart that feeling on a woman, then you're not a man. You're a eunuch. And you look like a man. There's a lot of boys that look like men. But as a man, part of your job, when you walk down the street, women should feel something. They shouldn't feel like they should have a generous, godly fear. That's the reason why men are called protectors. Because when you walking with your man, you don't fear another man taking you.
That's dangerous work.
Let me deal with something. Men never are scared of another man taking them because you're going to have a long fight. If you're a real man, it's going to be a long fight. It's going to be one of them fights that's the reason why men bring guns now, to make the fight shorter. But a real man going to take about 2 or 3 bullets. And you're going to have to put him down. That's what this is man talk. This is what men know. They always used to tell me, Jermael ain't the one you want to fight. Jermael the one you shoot.
And Josiah talk about some, man, Dad got that old man strength. I ain't stupid.
Because and see, I've always been strong inside. Like I've always had another level that I could always tap into. Always. It's just something that's it's a part of me. Now, other men may have it. I'm uncertain. If you're a man in here and you know that you got this deep reservoir of something, like we might call it animalistic power, whatever. Like, you can turn it. It's called rage. You got it. There it goes. I mean, we got to find a word for it. We can call it man rage. I don't know what to call it.
Rage.
Man rage.
Else got it. Apostle Fred.
Apostle Fred, right?
Him like grab something like.
Mm-hmm.
He another one. You gonna have to pop because
yeah,
small, but he will duke you up. I didn't see him break into a car.
You better. And look, Carlos said, if you shoot me, you better put me down. You better not miss.
Oh, he another one that looks small, but I think Carlos is trained to kill. Wasn't you in the army or something?
Yep, he's an army man, and so he, like, every man has that on the inside of him, or at least some of us do. And most men respect other men, but only the fools lose respect for men they don't know. I'm gonna teach some men real quick, because what I found is that the foolish man will fight a man believing that he can beat them. The smart man will leave that man alone because he knows that anything can happen. See, I grew up in Harvey, and I saw some of the smallest. I was a small guy, and I saw some of the smallest men stomp 6 foot dudes, 4'11", and he slammed this dude. How you 4'11" slamming 6 feet dudes? He's supposed to manhandle you. It don't matter. Y'all think that these really wide bodied, big body Benz type looking brothers, they get beat up too. I'll never forget it. I was probably 5'8", 160 pounds. I picked up a 320-pound, 6'1" guy and slammed him on the bus. I picked him up out of his seat and slammed him over me. And everyone was like, oh, I'll never forget that crap because I don't know where that came from.
Man rage.
Man rage. That's what it was. And so, so these things happen. This is what men respect. This is what men understand. And if you are a manly woman, here we go. If you're a manly woman and you're choosing manhood over your femininity, you're going to almost always get a womanly man. This is real. This tough work.
But I find that women should not, and this to my single sisters. You have to learn how to resonate in your femininity before you get a man, because you've learned masculinity to take care of your life or take care of your kids. But you have to make room emotionally for that man to be the man. Don't no man want to be the sidekick in the house. He wants to be the man. So as the woman, you have to learn your femininity, your feminine wiles before you start even thinking about getting married, before you even start thinking about dating. A masculine thing that women do is talk too much. Your mouth is rough. And another thing, girl, if you don't sit down and be quiet somewhere and learn how to be womanly.
Yeah, because you're not ready to fight him. Like, if a man did that on the street with another man, he'd probably get punched in the throat. Are you ready to get punched in the throat by a man? Like, let's say he misses your face and punches you in the throat. Are you recovering? You're not going to recover, regardless of how tough you think you are. There's a very few women in the entire world that when a man puts all of his strength into something and punch you in the throat, you recovering. A throat punch will put you down. I'm not talking about a nose punch or a forehead punch. I'm talking about a throat punch. It'll put you down. And I know sometimes women be so mad they don't think about that. But you need to think about that. If you that angry where you think you talking fighting words, you need to consider, do I really want to fight him? Because if he rages out on me, am I going to survive?
And I think that's where my son learned respect. Because again, he was like, oh, my father got that old man strength. I'm not stupid. There's just certain things you just need. You learn to sit down and be quiet after a point and just listen, because you don't want that man strength coming down on you. And I had to laugh at him and said, you've learned.
Truly. And look. For those men looking for strong women, you're probably looking for a man. Don't look for a strong woman, because if you want a man, you can go get one. I did say it exactly. You just have to be a stronger man than a strong woman. All right, so two hairy legs together, huh? She want to put on the pants and you want to put on the pants too. Well, let's see whose pissing is going to last longer. Because y'all going to have a pissing contest. That's what you're going to have.
Yeah, talk about it.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a man and you want your woman to whip it out with you, you got more of a problem than we expected.
That's a trans man.
Again, we are not talking about those. That's a whole nother ball. We're gonna get into.
We cannot genetically whip anything out.
But yet and still, there are some women that believe that they have really large genitalia, and their really large genitalia, they whip it out, and they say things that only men of really large genitalia should say. Now, there was this whole trend about large genitalia energy.
Mm-hmm.
How many of y'all remember that? Women of God, men of God. Did y'all catch the trend of large genitalia energy? They kind of move a little bit different than the small genitalia energy. The small genitalia energy moves like, let's be husbands and friends. Hey, babe, how's it going? The
Not
large genitalia energy moves like I tear you apart.
the
You better watch it.
the little peen energy is there. They pop off. They pop off kings.
Oh,
They're going off.
yeah, they're very emotional. If you're an emotional man, you probably move with small genitalia energy. Period. Real men don't gotta pop off. We're mind people. We're not emotional people. Now, men do have emotions, but our emotions are not always to the front unless we need them. We've learned to manage our emotions and our genitalia. That's what real men do. We've learned to manage our minds. We've learned to manage our emotions, our mental state. We've learned to manage even our dream state. This is what men do.
And I want to say this to the women, because men have learned how to balance themselves, that doesn't mean they're going to feel everything that you feel or understand everything that you understand. I remember when we were younger married. Now we almost 20 years married in this joker this year. That's cray cray, right? But earlier in my marriage, when I was in my 20s, I didn't understand that men operated differently emotionally than women. So certain things would pop up and I'm like, yes. And I would get upset and expect him to be upset, and he'd be sitting there like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't even.
More incense, like,
Oh, you know what? Let's deal with that because the emotional man or the man that is codependent or the man that is, I'm gonna even say a little bipolar, bipolar is going to see his woman, and he could be in a great state, but she's sad, so now he's sad. Now he's taking on the emotional energy of his wife or his girl. Yeah, you got some problems if she's the leader emotionally. If she's the emotional leader, you got some problems, bruh. Imagine she's having a bad week. Now you've had a bad week too. Let me say this.
that's
There's, and as a man, you're entitled to have a bad week, just not with her. Y'all bad weeks should not coincide together. It should be once every 5 years, once every 10 years, y'all both having a bad week. Yeah, but if your fingernails is painted while you having a bad week, sir, you have become as you gone ahead, sister. It's okay. And look, when she sees you as a sister, don't be mad when she treats you like a sister because you've been emotional all your days. She starts treating you like a another cousin. Hey sis, how you doing? She telling you to go do stuff that you normally not supposed to do because hey, you've been acting that way. She telling you to put on your tampon. That's it.
I don't suggest using those for women or men, but
For women or men.
but
There are no men that should be wearing those.
but because you gotta some of these men walk around here supposed like you can't gatekeep a period. What are you talking about? So I have to learn.
And when women don't check
that
people like that
energy, and you can't because really the world is a wide, and they'll attack you behind trying to say something to it. But I have to learn to sit in it. If I'm upset, doesn't mean he's upset. Just like if he's upset, doesn't mean I have to now. As his wife, if he's upset about something, and he's gonna demonstrate it differently to me. Me, that upsetness is coming out.
Yep.
Him is gonna be more subdued and more inside.
Yep. Low growl.
But inside of that now I've learned as a wife and a feminine while that if that low growl is happening, two things need to happen. Number one, I need to cheer him on in it and be the side like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, those people don't want any. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm that person. I'm a supportive person. But the other one is could leverage that when you're married for their sexual energy so that they can release and then have the conversation that they can't have because it's pent up inside. Does that make sense, women?
She just gave y'all keys. Thornton, I want everyone to just like it. He said you can't have small genitalia energy and say you were made in God's image. God is not a small, that's not God's energy.
That is
That's
the
the
devil's
devil's energy. And let me tell y'all this: the devil is what they call non-sexual.
Yes.
The devil is literally, he will impose asexuality based on where he or who he has to deal with. But he is not always, this is the reason why we got to deal with this as men and as women. As women, the man needs to be manly all the time, because if he's not manly all the time, if he's bouncing from femininity all the way to masculinity, number one, he's a chameleon. Number two, you can't respect it because he's not consistent. Number three, if he's doing this, he's probably full of Satan, which means he's going to be what you think you want when he thinks you want it, versus him being what he is and you dealing with what he is. There's a truth component to masculinity. There's a truth component to this. Women of God, if you see a man that don't have truth, he's not a man. If he's bouncing from one way to the other.
That's the term.
Androgyny.
Is in androgyny. That's why he can superimpose different sexualities on both. This is why you can have a gay woman look like a butch. What do you call it?
A male presenting.
And a gay man
look like a female presenting.
Because Satan is androgynous, so he can superimpose sexuality.
And even go even further, that female presenting could only want the opposite sex. And that male presenting could only
that transgender kind of goes how it goes.
It's a super big spectrum that, in my opinion, we shouldn't even have to play with that. The spectrum even goes all the way to child molestation and all the way to raping elderly women or elderly men. There are women that are raping elderly men. They're like, no, yes. In sponge baths. It's wild out here. I'm saying what we all know. Don't look at me, all the women out here talking about some, because y'all want you an old man, because you waiting for some doggone insurance money. Don't be doing that, women. I see you, women of God. And these young men want these older Oprah Winfrey women because you looking for security.
I mean, that's homogenous as it can get, but you know what I'm saying.
Here we are. All right, let me. All right, look. Think like a man. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, stand firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of struggles. 1 Peter 5:8-9. When I was a child, I spake and spoke as a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I gave up childish ways. 1 Corinthians 13:11. Thinking like a man is what a man is made of. You can't think like a female and be a man. That's the reason why it's important for men to have other men raise them. It's important for men to have other men mentor them. If you are an older man or a younger man and your father wasn't there, get a man mentor. I'm talking about the manliest man mentor you can get. Get you one of those guys that rides motorcycles and chops wood. Get you one of them guys that's a Bears fan, that is loyal to a fault, that will not leave the Bears no matter what. Look, all the women of God, get you a Bears fan, because or a Sacramento Kings fan or something. Somebody that when they fail and they always with you no matter what. All right, let's keep going. Let's talk about man thoughts. Men have insecurities, but you can't be a man and keep the insecure ways. It's hard to be a man without, because the essence of a man is his security of mind and his security of self. That's what women lean on. But when a man lacks the security of self, when he's insecure, the woman is trying to find out who's the man in the relationship. How many women have been with a man that has been insecure? Go ahead, put a 1 in the comment section if you've been with an insecure man.
Oh, I don't think I have. Even in high school, I don't think I was.
If you've been with an insecure man, and you're searching, you're always searching. You always got to ask who's the man in the relationship. You putting on pants too, because he puts on his pants halfway. He's always showing half of his butt and half his genitalia all the time. This is what an insecure man looks like. He's always showing his butt. We used to have someone go to our church and he would always show his butt. He was always the fool. He was always too emotional. He was always taking things all the way to the left or all the way to the right. He was never secure. She feels secure based on your security. If you are insecure, she can't be secure because you provide security. That's what men do. Men provide security. If a man leans on a woman to provide security in a different manner. Women provide emotional security. Men provide mental security. So emotionally, I should be able to invest inside. This is the reason why Satan uses women to kill men. By when that man invested inside of his woman, she throws back what he invested. Man, I was molested when I was 6 years old, and so, man, I got these issues. When she gets mad and she says, well, that's why you so gay and you got molested as a young kid and you ugly now.
That is so ugly.
Now he can't receive from her emotional security because she turned into a Satan. Okay. I'm giving the women something as well, because the women need to know that if a man chooses to invest in you and he shares his life with you, you can't fight that way because you angry. That's called being.
That's Jezebelic. I'm just going to call it thing.
Yeah.
It's Jezebel.
All the chairs aren't up, because once you lose the trust of your man, he's going to treat you like he don't trust you. And then you're going to stay insecure. You will ruin your life being the type of girl whose mouth is doing this when she's angry all the time. You get it out, certainly, but you don't get out stuff that don't pertain to what your real problem is. You only stay inside of the problem. Don't talk about the granny. Don't talk about the uncle. Don't talk about the brothers and the sisters. Deal with the problem.
Okay. Stick to one problem at a time, women, because women will start to, once that cap comes open, everything that's offended comes out. Stick to the one, and then pick another time to talk about all
of and then you can pick another time to hit another one.
Because real men don't function well under that anyway. They can only handle one thing.
We're going to handle one thing. And each problem you have, we're going to fix that one problem. So if you got a problem with insecurity, we're going to fix that insecure place, but we're not going to fix what happened to you when you had a boyfriend and he beat you and all this. No, this one. And then later on, we'll fix that one. And then later on, we'll fix that one.
Yeah, we don't let the can come open and everything come. Yeah, because it just is non-productive, and their mind to actually shut off.
Yep.
Men are solutionists by nature, so you have to function with the nature of the man.
Okay, so security is how a man thinks. When a man is insecure, he thinks differently. How many of y'all ever seen an insecure woman?
Mm-hmm.
When a man is insecure, he acts like the insecure woman. That's tough work. That's hard work right there. Woo! I just heard the look. When a man is insecure, he thinks like the insecure woman. He's thinking like, what is she doing? Where's she going? Why she got on makeup? Why she look so pretty today? Why she got long hair? What is going on with her? She about to cheat on me. She about to be bobbing and slobbing. She about to be doing this. She about to be doing that. I can't let that happen. Let me tell her she ugly today. I got to do something bad. I got to do something to make it. I got to change this way that it's going. That the insecure man never allows the woman to shine. The insecure man is always inside of a place where he can't make enough money because his security is he's never secured. He don't secure nothing. He don't secure enough money. And that's how he likes to live. He likes that negative energy that happens between him and a woman. Oh yeah, come on. We look, I can go in even further, but I gotta go into a couple more things. Men, you gotta deal with doubts. Doubts. If you're constantly in doubt, which connects with your insecurity, but if you're constantly in doubt, you can't be the fullest, you can't be a full man because you can't believe in you. If you don't believe in you, how is anyone else going to believe in you? If you don't believe in you, Satan won't even believe in you. Satan won't even bless you. I'm just saying it.
He'll just look over you like, yeah.
He's gonna be like,
yeah, no.
Even Satan be like, I'm blessing my own. Nope, he don't believe in himself. He's not even man. I can't even deal with that. Like, for example, I was a musician at a point, and I'll never forget it. I was practicing my bass guitar, and Satan came into my room and stood behind me. And he said, you sound good, but I can make you extraordinary now. And I'll give you wealth and riches. Just follow me.
I was offended when he told me. He was like, I know that little bald-headed thing in here wasn't in my house. Get out, sucker. Got time for you.
Mm-hmm. Anyone that has any reasonable skill and you have a certain, I can't talk about that. You got a certain thing, and I ain't gonna talk about that. Satan will come and he'll try to claim his own. But if you don't got that thing, he ain't trying to claim you at all because you don't got enough for him to work with.
Going to hell.
God is the only, come on, God is the only one that works with people that don't got crap. All right. That's for a whole nother day. Come on. I want everyone to catch this as it results to even men. Men are the only things in the world that'll get a woman that don't got crap and bring her out of crap and put her make her a queen. Okay, let's keep going. Deal with your doubts. If you're always doubting, you're always scared, you never have a clear thought, deal with that. Deal with your fears. Men of God, if you're always in fear, you're not a full man. Men are brave. Men are the opposite of fear. There's no woman that wants to stand behind a scared man. Why? Because that scared man is going to use that woman as a meat shield. So if you're a woman and you always feel like you're getting attacked, you always coming under the spiritual attacks, you always got all the problems, it's because you know that your man is scared.
Which puts you automatically in the spirit of Jezebel because you're trying to take the lead spiritually. Pushes you out of position.
Come on.
Who wants to be a Jezebel up in here? That ain't never my life. I don't even got the strength to be messing around and being a Jezebel. I find her to be a good wife.
Cause she
was down for her man.
She down for a man.
Even though she
look, Jezebel gonna make sure that her man get everything he need. Look, and it's so wild because the regular men and the regular women of God don't even supply for their man. How you get married and he's looking for something? Because you so empty-minded. Like you just there. Slowness will always get you on the curb.
Baby.
I'm just saying. And I know that it sounded hard, but women of God, your mama should have taught you. Your father should have taught you. Girl, don't get married and be slow. You supposed to be attentive. Don't get married and be slow. Okay, let's keep going. If he's scared, and I'll deal with this even further at another time. But if he's scared, he's gonna always negate responsibilities. He's gonna always be like, hey, that woman you gave me. Yeah, I know. That's tough work. If your man is always blaming you, he's scared. Get out of there. Get out of there. Tell him, get out your face. As soon as trouble hits, he's scared. Get out. The next one, stop the indifference. This is stuff that happens in the mind of a man. Indifference, indecision. That is a tough one. I've had to deal with that. Indifference, indecision. I don't really want to make a decision yet. I don't want to make a decision. I don't want to make a decision. Like, because you're trying to get all the information. You'll never have enough information. Make the decision. Those that lose are the ones that are indifferent and don't make a decision. If you're a loser, you're going to always be a loser because you didn't make a decision. It won't be because you made a decision. It'll be because you chose not to make a complete decision. You made half of a decision, or you made 10% of the decision. You were indifferent. You were like, well, it don't matter. I ask my wife all the time, well, what do you want to eat? She'd be like, I don't care.
Unless I have a taste of something.
You see what I'm saying? That's not being manly. Men make decisions. Put that in the comment section. Men make decisions. Men make decisions. That's what it is.
I don't know if it's edible. Like, it goes into my tummy and digests and don't make me sick. I'm gonna eat it.
And see, I love that about her because she's easy. I don't have to go. Now, I do like to, now this is me being a man. As a man, I like to go get the fettuccine Alfredo and cook it for her. I like to throw in, if I could, I would have thrown in the shrimp and the meat and the sausages all at the same time. But she can't handle that, so I always protect my wife. I typically don't even bring fish into the house. I don't bring any type of fish in the house because my mindset says my wife is wild and free. And I know that she's wild and free because I'm stable and secure. Which means that, look, I want all the men to understand. If your wife has become wild and free, it's because you have become stable and secure. If your wife is stable and secure, it's because you probably wild and free.
Here you go. And this is what he means. So if I get hungry, I'm not like a meal person. I'm more like a open this to take a bite and put it back.
I can't stand it. Oh my God.
So it'd be like things like bites and put back into the refrigerator.
Like it's almost like a single woman, like she'd be like, I can't stand it. It looked like a whole lot of little birds ate off the bread and then put the bread back. It'd be like little pieces of stuff all over the place. I just throw that stuff out. I'd be like, no, because you're not gonna frustrate me. I don't care. I don't care what you do, but you're not gonna frustrate me.
Not gonna bring the fish in because it'll just be like,
and then she'll put it back and then she'll die, and then it'll be my fault. And then her parents will be like, yeah, you killed my daughter. I'll never forgive you. And then all her Auntie Bobby will be like, I'm coming to kick you. And it'll be all that. I don't want to hear all that. Yeah, I'm Bobby coming down to see about her baby. Talking about you done killed my baby over some dead fish. She gonna cuss me out. And then she gonna probably try to shoot me. And I'm gonna tell her, I'm gonna catch the bullet with my teeth now. Don't play no games.
Yeah, you're gonna have to catch 10 because they come to clip.
Yeah, she like my Auntie Chris. My Auntie Chris is gonna give you the clip. But she gonna put one in the butt first to teach you a lesson. Yeah. But after that, Auntie Chris gonna put the clip in your butt. You better watch out. All right, next thing for men. Deal with not calculating and counting the cost. This is how men need to think. As a man thinketh, so is he.
That
right?
be wearing me out, boy.
Count all the cost of everything. Stop guessing. Count the cost. What's the cost of having a woman? Count it up.
What's the
What's the
cost?
cost of having children? Count it up. Like if you having children before you get married, what's the cost of that? Will you be able to go to college? Will you be able to support your children? Will you make that woman a wife? What's the cost? Count the cost. Think about that. Now all of your dreams are subsidiary to her dreams. Count the cost. Are you ready to lay down your entire life for your kids and your wife? Count the cost. Are you ready to buy her a new car? Count the cost. Are you ready to get her a fur coat? You don't have a fur coat. You barely got socks. You got socks and Crocs at the crib. That's all you got. Are you ready to incur? Are you ready to go build a house? Count the cost.
Now, good wives will see that her man is investing in her and will make sure that he's invested, that you're going to steward his investment. So if I have Talea by Tiziana Terenzi, then he got to have Creed Aventus. Does that make sense? Like, we're not going to do this. If I'm wearing red bottoms, he got to have some.
Come on, women of God. And you can only be a woman of God when you do that. Because here's the thing. Number one, how can two walk together unless they agree? Number two, you guys have to be comparable. How dare he live his whole life supporting you, doing the best he can for you, and you never show him love? On Men's Day, you getting socks and belts. I ban that stupidity in the name of Jesus. He done got you cell phones, cars. He got a house for you. He done the dishes you eating off of. He went and bought them. Even if he got them from the doggone resale shop, he went and got them. How dare you not do the exact same thing? Come on, women of God, let's go.
Like that. I sat down because I was like, okay, I'm going into a new fashion resolve because she lost this here weight and I'm still working on losing a little bit more. And I was like, man, if I'm going to a fashion, then he needs that. So that means I need to study men's fashion and make sure that we're both equitable in that space. I can't flap out the car looking like heaven and sent me, and then he get out the car looking like Lumberjack Jay. We're not doing that. So that means I have to, as his wife, make him equitable. Does that make sense?
Come on.
So as he's counting up the costs, make sure that you're involving him in those costs. Don't be selfish.
And don't, if he's counting up the cost, don't be so selfish and stupid to believe that you're right about the cost. Step back and listen to what the count up is, and then add to the count up. Don't be the type of person that's listening to the cost, but because you're so arrogant, you don't want to adhere to the cost.
Crazy work.
You don't want, you like, hey man, it's gonna cost us $600 a month to get this car and have it consistently. $600 a month is a whole lot when we really could be putting that towards getting a house or getting properties that'll keep us. And you say, well,
now I'm gonna say this because he's the count of the cost kind of dude. And I realized, because I started going like downhill emotionally when he starts counting up the cost and he starts kicking numbers. Women, do not lose your faith because of the cost. Does that make sense? It's just a mental thing, because the enemy try to come in like, well, now I can't do it because look what's gonna happen. Everything the chips gonna hit, and you're not gonna have nothing. Like, don't let the devil speak in that space.
No, what you do is you say, oh, well, these are the things that I have to do to help get what we want. It's a new mentality. You are not Katie taken care of.
Put up, they call it put up now. You're not put up.
And even if you were put up, you don't act like you're put up. What is that called when you act like you put up?
But you ain't got nothing.
And you ain't got nothing. What is that? Come on, entitlement. Mental illness. Slowness. And
it's mentally ill. You're put up, but you ain't got nothing. You're not put up. Go work.
Put up. You got to go to work. And look, you can work from home. You can work from anywhere. You can support what's happening here. And anyway, we're going to keep going. Deal with what this is a new mentality for the men. The women can take all these mentalities too, but men first, deal with what makes you lose.
Example.
Okay. If I'm married, the fastest way for me to lose is for me to cheat on my wife. So I need to deal with how I look at women, because women would make me lose. Okay. If I'm married, the fastest way for me to lose is for me to not figure out how to make money. So I need to deal with how I make money and the abundance of it, because ain't nothing like having an argument over if we gonna put gas in the car or pay the light bill. It makes you feel lower than low. Or if you can get food for your baby or put gas in your car to go to work again to make little to nothing. That is terror. So you got to deal with what makes you lose. What is your losing thing? Is it finances? Is it your sexuality? Are you losing because you got male on male thoughts? That's a losing situation. Are you losing because you look at too many women? That's a losing situation. Are you losing because now look, there are some men that lose because they have too many jobs. Okay? But is that how are you losing? What makes you lose? Ask your wife or your best friend or the person that talks to you the most, what makes you lose? If you can't see it, if you so prideful, you like, man, I don't lose at nothing. I'm great. Ask someone else, what have you lost in the past?
So Instagram thoughts, buying women on pornography or even viewing pornography. And then what's that site you buy and you look at people?
OnlyFans.
That's all that's losing, because the more you losing money to, you can't even touch them.
That's the thing that's wilding to me. Like, bro,
Going
just
to the strip club.
Just go buy a motorcycle, bro. I mean, honestly, just go buy a motorcycle.
You getting titillated by watching, but you can't put your hands on them. You're gonna get arrested.
I mean, how much grease do you need, bro? I'm just saying.
Well, burning your own peen with your hand is losing too.
That's losing, bro. If you got burn marks down there, you're losing, bro. If you're burning as a man, you're losing. It's because you haven't went into controlling yourself. You're letting your urges dictate how many urges they have. Men of God, you have to dictate the urge. I'm in control of when I want something and when I don't. Just like if I want to eat cake, I'm in charge of if I want to eat cake. Apple pie, I'm in charge if I want ice cream or if I don't. You got an urge to go to McDonald's, I'm in charge of that urge. Same thing, I'm in charge of Fogo de Chao right here.
There's meat everywhere.
All I can eat. I'm paying the money every single time. Anyway, that I had to. I had to, you know.
So, friend, what was that look for? There's meat everywhere.
Yeah, you're in charge of every single thing that comes your way. You're in charge. So you got to determine what makes you lose and what makes you win. Your mindset has to be set up against it. So I had to learn how to hate whores. I had to learn how to hate losing money. I had to learn how to hate stupid women. Like, I hate stupid women. I had to learn how to hate stupid men. I hate stupid men. I had to learn how to hate lazy men. Like, there's certain things that I just hate. I don't like it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to put myself in a position to be around it. If you're a lazy man, you out. I wouldn't be around you. I wouldn't even kick it with you. We don't have nothing in common. You can't work 12 hours. I fired a guy. This guy he was a limousine driver. And he said, man, I just need a job. I said, well, come on up in here and paint this place for me. Now, normal people can paint. It ain't really that hard. It really ain't. But I taught him how to paint, showed him exactly the stroke that I need, everything. Go on ahead and paint it, get it done. I'll be back in a couple hours. This dude, it took him like, like he stopped working at like 6 hours. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm just not used to working this much. And I just had to fire him. I had to tell him, all right, well, you got to get used to working sometime. It's just not going to be here. Because here we'll work 14. We'll work our 16s. We don't care. And I'm going to pay you for it. But we don't care about that because effort is effort. A man that can't give effort isn't a man at all.
That's why I love Tyrone. Tyrone gonna work. Tyrone is heavy.
Tyrone gonna work. He
come in and Lil J.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Yep. Sean, he gonna get to work. You like him. He the one that reps you and sends you. He shares your content. He might have some whoredoms in his spirit. He's a young guy, but
get control of that.
You know, he got to grow it. He got to grow just like everybody else. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to deal with I'm going to deal with one more. And then I'm going to end this. All right? One more thought. No, two. I'll deal with two thought things. Deal with how you show up. As a man, how do you show up? How do people see you? How do you see yourself? Are you showing up on time? Are you showing up before time? Are you professional? Are you a man's man? Or are you a man's woman? Deal with how you're showing up. Are you a woman's man? Deal with how you're showing up. Or are you a single man with a woman? Do you show up like a whore? Do you show up with the spirit of prostitution? Do you show up with the spirit of addiction? Do you show up with all these extra auras? Ew. Do you show up with stones around your neck? Do you show up with all these weird piercings? Do you show up weird? If you're a weird guy, it's time for you to change. Stop being weird. And you know you weird. Cut it out. You don't need to be the one that's talking about something, well, I'm going to change the box. No, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop. You laughing because you done heard it before.
I'm between that and Apostle Fred. Look at him.
Show up right. You have to move in excellence and move in strength. Excellence is the nature of the mind. It is the condition of the mind. Mastery is the condition of the mind. The reason why people that go to the army are able to get high-level jobs when they leave is because the army typically makes them master things. They master their bodies. They master their minds. They master the way that they move. They master showing up on time. They can get any security job they want. If you went to the army, you can get any security job you want. You can start a securities firm within 10 days.
Wow.
And they will give you everything you need because the army's reputation, how the army shows up, precedes them in all things. They represent leadership at the highest level of the entire world. I need everyone to hear this. So how do you show up as a man? Do you represent leadership like a global leader? Do you show up that way? Do you get your work done? If you're in school, is your work done a week before time? Have you read the syllabus and gotten everything done before time so now they can check it and then you can get it back and then you can send it back again and have an A on it versus you getting a C on it the first time? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Are you a procrastinator? How do you show up? Are you ready to show up? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to get it right? This is a man's mindset. This is what makes a man a man. Women, you should be looking at this. Here's the last thing that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to read this scripture. James 1:6-8. But let him ask in faith with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea and is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all of his ways. As a man, you got to be stable. Your mind got to be stable. You can't be double-minded. I can't tell my wife, hey, baby, today we about to have steak and lobster. And I promise you we're going to have steak and lobster today. But then in about 15 minutes, I say, man, I need us to get this macaroni and cheese.
That's a problem.
We having macaroni and cheese and hamburger helper together. I'm mixing it together. We're going to make it happen.
That sounds horrible.
Hey, man, we do this out here.
Sounds horrible. Now.
With hot dogs in it. Thank you. See, my boy, he know. He from over there on the south side. That's that Harvey Dalton area stuff right there. That's that real stuff with the hot dogs in it. And so don't be double-minded. Don't lie. Don't lie. Be a man of your word. Women should be looking for men that are men of their word. That's what you should look for. As a man, you should be a man of your word at all times. You can't expect God to be with you and you be the liar. If you're a liar, your father is Satan. Satan is with you. If you're double-minded, Satan is with you. If you one way today and then you another way tomorrow, Satan is with you. You got devils. You are probably possessed. You have already been oppressed. This goes for women too. Women, if you like, baby, I'm about to give you some of this. And then
what was that?
This was a body roll. Right? You about to do all that and you talking all that great stuff. And then when he get home, you be like, I don't feel like it. Shut up. Double-minded. Don't think God gonna be with you. God ain't gonna be with you. And you're not gonna, and don't think that God is gonna give you anything. So you looking for diamonds? Be consistent when you be acting all flirtatious in them text messages. Come on, men of God, women of God. Because if you want God to bless you, be consistent. If you're married, be laying there flying eagle, ready to go. If you not, I didn't say it. I said flying. And everyone else was supposed to get it. And you were supposed to,
when you said that.
You're supposed to let that fly. As a married man, if you said it, then you need to perform it. You was like, girl, I'm about to give you these rounds. I'm about to stroke. I'm about to stroke. Round.
Baby, come through, because I'm going to give you rounds tonight.
If you promising rounds, then brother, you better go ahead and get you a honey pack. You better be prepared for these rounds.
A honey pack? You better just keep your mind on Jesus.
Now, look, I don't recommend you keeping your mind on Jesus during that point. See all this tongue waggling? See this? You better keep your mind on something like that in the name of Jesus. So look at that. She like, I don't want to see, but I'm going to see it. Look. So here we are, though.
I was squeaking.
Look, I'm going to end it right there. We're going to talk more about men coming on up. And look, later, maybe one of these days, I'll do like a 8-week study or a 12-week study or men or something. And maybe I might just do it inside of one of the groups. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Low key. Now, I'm not going to say exactly.
We're not dealing with this. We're not even going to talk about it.
Kinky.
This is why we about to be quiet. See? You got to have a woman you can trust.
You do trust me. Because guess what?
Because if you start talking, I'm losing my trust now. Trust is going down. Trust is going down the hole. I'm going to push her right on out the screen. All right. Here we are. Now, I wanted everyone to recognize that this is all about manhood and man things. So I had to eliminate the woman. I'm sorry. Look, you see all this? Now she trying to rub me back into the screen. You can't get back Once you done lost it, it's over.
We're on our way to kinky church.
No, we're not on our way to kinky church. We bind kinky church now in the name of Jesus, and all of the perversion churches too. The ones that where they got men that look like you with beards on and lipstick. Oh my God. And he got two men walking together. Kinky church. Okay, y'all, look. All right.
Now don't move on.
I wanted to go ahead and I wanted to make sure that we dealt with men. I wanted to make sure that we spoke to men and dealt with it, because the more we talk about men, the stronger our men get.
Yes.
So and look, I want more men to continue to attract more men, because that's what's going to happen. So we'll share with this. We'll talk about this. I want you all to continue on inside of what we're doing. Let's go ahead. We're gonna stop the preach word, and we're gonna go into our tithe and offerings area. But what I want us to do is I want us to, if there's someone that has not bought their tickets, I want you to make sure that you buy your tickets today to our 18th year anniversary. Okay? I want you to do that. But let's go into our tithe and offerings right now. And then those of you that are giving, we want to team up with you in prayer. So go ahead.
I'm Jane, check. I'm about to respond to you. Oh.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that
way I can
that was handled. Okay. Because I guess there's only so many blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I thought that they could extend, but I guess it's a very high weekend.
I think so.
I'm thinking because it's the DoubleTree. It's like they are major. They're a major brand, and they have the opposite hotel across the way. So it's like there's no way that we could run out of space, but I guess it's possible because we are at it coming into the summertime with it. Okay, everyone. I want everyone to prepare to give. This is the time to give. This is the time to sow. Now, some of you all are single and you just plain out need to sow, right? Some of you are married and you plain out need to sow. I'm praying for your relationships. I'm believing that God, for some of you all, you need a fully grown man. Some of you all are in marriages and you need a fully grown man. I'm praying that as you sow, we can team up in prayer that man becomes all the man that you'll ever need. Men, as you are sowing, I want you to pray that the Lord expands and blows up your potential and executes on your potential. That everything that you put your hands to prospers. I'm praying these things over you even on today. I want you to be the best man you can be, period. Because if you're a great man, you're going to make a great world. If you're a great man, you make a great family. If you're a great man, you're going to have a great community around you. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm believing for. So everyone, right now, I want you to start to consult heaven. I want you to open up your bank accounts, open up your pocketbooks. I want you to begin to sow. Today's message was a fierce and tenacious message for the men of God. But I believe that the women of God was blessed. Along with the men of God, I believe we've all been blessed by the word of heaven. We've been blessed to even hear it. We're blessed to even be able to receive from it. So even on today, as we are eating the bread of life, let us sow inside of a space where God will get the glory. Let us sow so that we can beat back Satan. Let us sow so that we can see the blessing of the Lord. I want some of you all to sow where you're going. Some of you all are like, well, I know that I'm going into the 150K. I'm going into the 100,000s. I'm going into the 80,000s. I want you to sow like you're there. Sow like you're there and trust God to make up the rest. Because you have to change your mindset and you have to change your belief system and you have to change your actions in order to get a response from heaven. So, those of you that want the response from heaven, I want you to sow as if you were sowing from your future. So if you're about to be 100,000 person, I want you to sow that way. If you're about to be a 500,000 person, I want you to sow that way. If you're a million type of person, I want you to start to sow that way.
So for where you going, because y'all think climate of the time. Now sow in the direction so you're set up for the climate of the time.
Come on. Come on. And sow your best gift. Don't do that whole I'm just gonna do whatever. No. So truly. So truly. Be true. Be in order. Submit to the Lord. Bless God right now. This is a time and season where we just need to do it the right way. Just do it the right way. No weird stuff. Just do it the right way.
Yes.
So many of you all are starting to sow right now. The ways to sow is Cash App, $ Jermael and Carrie, KHIM. Again, that's Cash App, $ Jermael and Carrie, KHIM. All right. The next way, if you found us on Facebook or any of our social medias, please follow that. And then if you're on Facebook, you will be able to hit the Shop Now tab and you can sow there. You can also sow via our website. So there. mykhim.com. www.mykhim.com. So your best gift. If your best gift is 125, your best gift is 150, your best gift is 75, your best gift is 200, 250. So your best gift. We need to honor the Lord in our giving.
Yes.
We're not here to honor ourselves. Ain't nobody here to do any of that because we're right before heaven. We're right in front of God. So sow to him what you know he's owed and what he's due. The teruma is for those that want to sow into our lives. You believe in the God on the inside of us. You are growing. God is moving in your life like crazy, or you want God to move in your life like crazy. You sow directly to those that are feeding you. And of course, we're going to pray a special prayer, and you're going to see the supernatural output of heaven into your life. The teruma, you sow that via Zelle, is kingdomathand@gmail.com. Again, that's kingdomathand@gmail.com. PayPal. That's another way for our international brothers and sisters to sow. That's a way that many of you all have been sowing to help us with our TV show and help us everywhere. If you want to sow and help us with the TV show, go ahead and sow. We need about 4 people that'll sow monthly towards the TV show, like sow $100 monthly towards the TV show.
And if you have a business, we will definitely have you to air and create your own commercial, and we will air it for that month on KPE Network for the world to see.
Absolutely. And it seems to me that KPE is really taking over. Like we getting notarized, we getting tons of notarization right now. So this is that time for those of you that have businesses, go ahead and just make that commercial. Some of you all might need to team up with other people that have businesses and, pay for the commercial, right? And then ask for whatever amounts of money that needs to come in on a potential type of however much money comes in from that commercial. Some of y'all need to team up with people. It'll change you. So I want everyone to go ahead and do that. Some people have businesses, some people don't. If you have a business and you looking for that, look for that. But that, you know, you got to operate your business appropriately. Okay, I see you all bringing in your prayer requests. God bless you.
Yes, and I'm gonna start praying in a few moments. I'm just working on one thing.
So all of our prayer partners, all of our partners inside of the worldwide TV show and the streaming TV shows and all of that, we thank you all for partnering with us. I certainly appreciate it. Those of you that have decided, hey, I'm just going to partner, and you can do that even via www.mykhim. When you sow, all you got to do is put in their TV show, and you can sow via that way. Matter of fact, I'm going to even ask for one of my administrators to put a thing in there where people that want to just sow towards our TV show, it'll just be a tab where they can just sow directly to that, and make a tab where they can do it monthly, bi-monthly, every 2 weeks, or every week. We want to do that immediately. So, what is over there?
Okay, family.
And what you want to do first is your tithing, and then you guys do your offering. Okay. Now, some of you all have gotten really large refunds. You got really large stuff happening with your bank accounts. God has been blessing you. So you start off with blessing the Lord with that 10%, like bam. And then from there, you give your offerings. So for some of you all, y'all done came off, y'all got $10,000, $30,000, $20,000, $70,000, 80, you got $100 and something $1,000, whatever. Sow your tithes. Then you sow your offering. You seek the Lord, let the Lord do that, but you give a good offering though. Like your offering is from your heart and from the bottom of your produce. It's like, man, Lord, I just want to do this. Thank you so much, Ms. Sheba. Thank you so much. I appreciate your connection inside of the TV show. Please do that. Please do that. Okay, so we're about to begin prayers.
Yep.
That's how you do it. You go into